There are only 3 critical deadlines you need to know to maximize your chances of earning a college football scholarship. These are the same deadlines I used to secure a full D1 scholarship in the SEC at just 5'7" and 150 pounds. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use them to your advantage no matter where you are in the recruiting process. And spoiler alert, you definitely have time even if you're a senior. First, let's talk about the early signing period, mainly Division I and more specifically the Power 4 conferences. This is December 4th through December 6th. Now, it used to be in mid-December, but because of the new college football playoff, which I'm so excited about, so it doesn't affect the top tier programs who are preparing for the playoff. Now, during this early signing period, this is really more for the Power 4 programs who are going to sign a majority of their class, usually somewhere around 90%. And a lot of these players are January enrollees who want to get to school early. And this is typically for the top 300 to 700 recruits in the entire country. So if you don't sign by December 4th through 6th, don't get down. We're talking about the 0.0001% of all of college football recruits. Now let's talk about the regular signing period. Now for Division I, this is going to be February 5th all the way until April 1st. This is when a lot of G5 and FCS programs are going to try and get all of the players that ended up not signing with the Power 4 programs, especially since the new rule is going to be lowering roster spots and adding more scholarships. So in this period, you're going to see a lot of the G5 and even some of the FCS really solidifying their recruiting class. Now, what's unique about this, and a lot of people don't know, is that Division II actually starts February 5th, but also goes all the way until August 1st. There are many players and athletes out there that think recruiting ends on signing day, which is February 5th, but in reality, that's just day one of all the way until August 1st. And a lot of these D2 programs are waiting for the G5s as well as the FCS schools to sign their players, and then they're going to feast on all the rest. I can't tell you how many seniors that I speak to that think that they only need to work the recruiting process until February 5th, but in reality, they have all the way until August 1st just for Division II, and we haven't even gotten to JUCO or NAIA yet. Now, NAIA, they can offer scholarships literally at any time, all the way up into camp. This is why NAIA can be a great option for players that bloom late in their career or just start the process a little late. And JUCO, similarly to NAIA, can recruit and give scholarships at any time. However, JUCO is typically for players that are working on their grades or have really struggled to get playing time because they've been behind a 3, 4, or 5-star athlete in high school and need a place to showcase that they can play college football. The key point I want to make here is that the recruiting doesn't end in February. It actually just begins for most of the programs. And so I see a lot of families give up on playing college football because they think it's too late. And in fact, you have the time to get out there and do the outreach. Now, it wouldn't be fair for me to say that starting early isn't better because you're just gonna have more opportunities. But you only get one shot in life. And this is a lesson that you could take with you for the rest of your life. That when you feel it's too late or it's the fourth quarter in anything that you're trying to achieve, are you gonna be the type of player, the type of person that quits? Or are you gonna be the type of player that goes all in and goes and gets what you want? There's a reason that less talented players get college football scholarships, and that's because they're willing to do the things that others aren't. They're willing to learn the marketing, the sales, the outreach, the making the calls that other players just aren't willing to do. And lastly, let's talk about the transfer portal periods, because this really affects the recruiting timelines and how potential scholarships could come available. Now, there are 2 key windows, one in December and one in the spring right after spring practice in April. Now, keep in mind, this is an opportunity for Division II to go to Division I or FCS to go to G5, And you guessed it, scholarship opportunities are going to become available, especially in April. This ripple effect of players entering the portal and then potentially never getting a scholarship, and G5s moving up to Power 4 and FCS to G5 and D2 and all the way up, leaves scholarships available at every single level. This is why it's so important to have a big board that you're tracking all of the schools that you're focusing on, because you can keep track of players that are leaving or entering the portal and scholarships becoming available. So a few key takeaways for each division. Power 4, that's mostly going to be decided in December. FCS and G5 is going to actively recruit and sign from December all the way until April 1st. D2 is going to be actively signing, but at a smaller level in December, but really being more active all the way until August 1st. NAIA and JUCO are gonna be recruiting and signing and giving scholarships all the way until fall camp. And a lot of athletes get down because they're not signing Division I, but look at some of the great players in college football today. I'm a huge Ole Miss fan, obviously, and look at wide receiver Trey Harris. He was like a 2000 ranked recruit, went to a G5 school, and now he hasn't played in 4 weeks and is literally still leading the SEC in receiving yards. So just because you don't start at the very top doesn't mean you can't get there. And even my own journey, which I wouldn't recommend going for anybody, where I signed with a very small school, ended up wanting to live my dream, so I walked on in the SEC and ultimately earned a full ride scholarship. So it's not where you start, it's where you finish. So here are a few things you can do to take advantage of these deadlines. Number 1, start building relationships and doing outreach and marketing yourself to college coaches as early as your freshman year. The earlier you start, the more opportunities you'll have later. However, I want to be clear that if you're a senior, it's still not too late, as long as you're willing to really do the work and dive in. Make sure you're targeting the right schools that have the best chance of offering you a scholarship. Getting in a professional evaluation of your son and really where he can get a scholarship is going to lead you down the right path, so you don't waste a lot of time. If you'd like us to do a professional evaluation for you, I'll leave a link in the description below. And lastly, never ever give up. If your dream is to play college football and this is what you really want, then it's not too late. As you learned with JUCO and NAIA and even Division II, it's not too late to start doing outreach, to start marketing yourself, to start learning the business of college football and what you can do as a business owner to really market and sell yourself to get in front of college coaches. I promise you, this opportunity will pass and you'll look back and regret not going all in on your dream. Now, as always, I created a checklist to go along with this video that has all the dates and what you need to do at each division, depending on where you have the best chance to get a scholarship, so you can use these deadlines to your advantage. And I've made it completely free. I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you got value from this video and you'd like to watch more videos just like it, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to watch my latest video where I share how to get college coaches excited to watch your highlight video, then you're gonna wanna watch this video right here.